what is fair is to test myself in MMA because I know if I put my mind to it and I trained every day and I had Nate helping me, even Alex Pereira, all of them, and I really locked in, he will not beat me. I will come with everything I have.
We don't want Ariel to copyright strikers. First of all, fair play. Because he's right. It has been done a lot where the MMA guy goes to boxing and hasn't fared too well. Conor McGregor started it all off. Well, he's probably not the first, but, he did himself proud. He did well. Mm-hmm. He went 10 rounds, I think it was, with Mayweather. Ngannou went to Fury, did himself really proud. There's been MMA guys fight Jake Paul at the end of their bloody careers. The Jake Pauls dug them out of the ground, out of the grave, and breathed a little life into them. Tyrone Woodley was the victim of a couple of those. But I do respect Ryan Garcia for saying this, although I do think he's a little bit misguided.
Yeah, I guess back to people that just get to go out in public without people that protect them from dumb shit. Like, who's letting him say that? Like, hopefully he's just saying it and has no intention of that happening.
I don't know.
I'm a natural. You're a natural. I just
wrestled my security guard.
Find an MMA fighter. Yeah, find an MMA fighter that needs a security guard.
Yeah, but hold on a minute. Conor McGregor for one.
That's fair.
Your security guard isn't going to beat you up. Because
a lot of people
he does. There'll be security guards on the payroll. He's not going to beat you in anything. Yeah. He's going to let you do that. And I think when he looks at Sean O'Malley and the way that Sean fights, right, he's not a wrestler. So I think he may be making the mistake that he thinks that this would be a boxing fight in a cage. Sean's a very, very good jiu-jitsu player.
He's a very good grappler.
Yeah.
Very good. I mean, this guy submitted Gomi.
Yeah.
I mean, he's good. He was on my jiu-jitsu team. And we won the whole thing. He is good. He's very, very good at what he does. And he hung in there with Hector Lombard for a long time. So
O'Malley did?
He did. Yeah. I mean, he's not a very big guy, and Hector is. And Hector was at his juiciest. So
do you know his name yet?
Who? Oh, yeah.
You know my name yet?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, Hector was at his juiciest. Anyways, I think I am a big Ryan Garcia boxing fan. I'm a big fan of him, but I think he's, getting a little bit deep water here.
It would be nice to see, though. I would like to see that.
I'd pay for it.
Do you think the UFC would pay? Because obviously, he's going to want stupid money to do that. I think that would be that would generate, a lot of interest. You would get a lot of boxing people going over. And he's right. We don't see this. We don't see boxers in their prime. Yeah, the first one to do it was James Toney against Randy Couture back in the day. Didn't go well. Randy, of course, took him down, choked him out. Right? That's what you're gonna do. Right? Because you want to make an example of them. Like if Mayweather came and fought McGregor right after that in the UFC, it would have been laughable. It would have been hysterical.
And I think that's what O'Malley and Ryan Garcia would look like. I think it would be hilarious.
Like Tyson Fury said that he's the baddest man on the planet and he would beat John Jones in an octagon.
Yeah. No. It'd be laughable.
So funny.
It is so it sounds like we're talking bad about these boxers. It's just, I don't know. It's something about seeing John Jones pick Tyson Fury up over his shoulder and just carry him around the octagon and just hold him like a baby on the ground. It'd just be funny.
Could you see a world where John Jones picks up Tyson Fury like Henry Cejudo picked up Merab, carries him across the octagon, slams him down, and then starts giving it a Merab? You know what I mean? Looking at Mark Zuckerberg, with the big cheesy grin on his face, and Tyson's there. No man alive should be doing this to me. You know what I mean? Had to get one in.
I think that's exactly what would happen.
John Fury's losing his mind at the side of the octagon.
John Jones' security's holding him back.
Oh, God. Oh, shit. It'll never happen.
What a fun visual that would be.
Brian, you were talking off air before about boxing, and there was something that you didn't like.
Oh, yeah. Well, you think boxing would be better if they didn't care so much about a singular loss on their record? Like if the best people actually fought the best people, I feel like the sport would be much more watchable.
Yeah. I understand what you're trying to say, and you put it into perfect words earlier. Basically, in boxing, a lot of the time, you lose a fight, and that is catastrophic for the career. Just recently, we've seen it not be quite as impactful, but back in the day, certainly, they lost one fight, and that was it. It was over.
Yeah,
career is over because they put so much stock into that. And yeah, I don't like that. And that is why we still haven't seen the likes of Usyk versus Fury, for crying out loud. We are getting that soon, but look how complicated it has been to make that fight. And it's because the managers and the people involved and all the business and the politics around it and the multiple promotions and promoters and stuff makes it almost damn near impossible to make these fights happen. So yeah,
because everyone's got their hand in the pot. So everyone, like, the best fights in the world, the most intriguing and exciting fights for fans and everyone else is fights where you don't know who's going to win. So everyone connected to these boxers feel the same way. I don't know if he can beat him. So then they avoid it because they know that the result could be catastrophic, and everybody's pocket hurts after that.
And that's why, to a certain degree, Saudi Arabia is putting on these amazing fights, because they've got the vast amount of money where both sides are going to be happy, and they look at it and go, this is worth the risk anyway. You know what I mean? We'll take 30, 40. I think Fury's getting $50 million guaranteed for fighting Alexander Usyk.
That's crazy.
And Usyk's getting 30 or something like that. That's
so much money.
So much money. A lot of those events, boxing events, if they don't absolutely smash it out of the park, they lose money. I mean, is it Showtime? Showtime's no longer a thing, because the purses just get so out of hand. It's just insane.
That amount of money is so just absolutely, and good for them. I'm glad they're getting it.
Oh, 100%.
Sure makes me wish I was a high-level boxer, though.
Me and you both, buddy. Me and you both. Harrington, is there any questions that we need to get to before we get to any stories we need to get to before we get to questions?
Yeah, I was going to say there is a question, and it does relate to boxing versus martial arts versus every other sport. ESPN put out a ranking where they ranked every sport based on how hard it is to do. So they included your endurance needed, your strength, power, speed, agility, flexibility, how well you deal with nerves, durability, hand-eye coordination, etc. And then ranked every single one. As they said, boxing was the highest level. And then I think in last place was billiards or something of that nature. Yeah. Maybe air hockey or badminton.
So they've got endurance, strength, power, speed, agility, flexibility. What's NER?
Nerves.
DUR, what's that? What's DUR, you think?
Durability.
NER is nerves, as in like how hard it is to like psych yourself up to go and do this thing.
Yeah. What's ANA? ANA. How much anabolic steroids you need?
I will look that up. I had the full glossary.
Yeah. So anyway, they've got boxing at 1, right? Boxing's a tough sport. Ice hockey, football, baseball, wrestling, martial arts. I think when they've got martial arts, they probably mean martial arts / mixed martial arts, which is crazy because you got to do wrestling and you got to do boxing and you got to do kickboxing and you got to do jiu-jitsu. Out of those top 10 there or top 15, Anthony, is there any that kind of shock you or surprise you?
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe that martial arts is below basketball. That's for sure. Like I would say a large part of basketball starts with
martial arts is above basketball.
No.
Oh no, it's not. What am I saying? Sorry, I was looking at baseball, softball. Yeah.
No, it's so like a large part of basketball comes with just how you're born. Some of that is just gifts. If you're 7 foot tall, you're gonna be pretty good at basketball, probably. Yeah.
It's even more shocking, no offense to all you NFLers, all you footballers, or you pro football guys. They play. I watched the Super Bowl, bro. And I know we haven't had you on here since then, right? Congratulations.
Yeah, world champions.
You play.
World champions of the National Football League.
You play for just go back to that graphic, please, Brian. You play for 3 seconds at a time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
5-second bursts at the most.
It's 5-second bursts. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's some strong boys, there's some powerful, there's some fast and all the rest of it. There's also a lot of people just like pushing each other in the middle. I'm sorry.
The first one is endurance, correct?
Endurance.
Look at endurance in martial arts. It claims that it's a lower number than endurance in football.
Do you know if there's one? They've got rodeo at number 15, steel wrestling. The one thing that, if you had to pick one that's the most surprising to you, other than mixed martial arts not being the toughest, what would that be?
Alpine skiing.
That shocks you?
Yeah, find one football player that could alpine ski.
I don't think it necessarily works like that, but the one, if I was to say here, looking at these, the toughest out of all of them, do you know what I think it would be?
Probably gymnastics.
Gymnastics.
Yeah.
They are.
The two that stood out was gymnastics and alpine skiers.
Gymnastics.
That is some hard shit.
The strength, the power, the agility, the speed, the flexibility, everything combined. Gymnastics at the highest level, they are the best athletes walking planet Earth.
By
Simple
far.
as that.
I would, if we're talking just athletes and athletic ability and difficulty in your craft, all those people you see at the Olympics are the tip of the spear when it comes to athletic ability and what human bodies are capable of.
I mean, degree of difficulty, this is what it's ranking here. I'd say number one for sure. For sure, gymnastics.
Yeah.
And then I'd say mixed martial arts after that, probably. Degree of difficulty. I mean, lacrosse. I couldn't play lacrosse. Water polo. I'm a shit swimmer. Soccer, I have 2 left feet. Soccer's a tough game. You know, I say tough. I mean skillfully.
It's hard to be.
Game.
Yeah, it's hard to be skilled at soccer.
Yeah, but ice hockey, get fucked.
Yeah, fuck. Like football, come on. Like I'm not saying that they're not great athletes, that they're not incredible at what they do. But if we're like putting them up against some of these other sports, I don't think you put it above it.
I'm wearing a Violent Gentleman shirt. It's an ice hockey brand, okay, that my friend owns, okay? Got a lot of respect for ice hockey players.
You should have your friends send me one of those shirts. I like them.
I will do. You got to wear it on the show, though.
I will. Absolutely.
Boom, done. He'll send you a box. The hoodies are beautiful. This is an advert for Violent Gentlemen, yeah? Yeah, I'll send him this little clip.
Hell yeah.
But you're out of your goddamn minds. I don't know who put that list together.
They don't know what they're doing.